A man can be destroyed but not defeated. You lose it if you talk about it. The best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them. The world breaks everyone, and afterwards, some are strong at the broken places.
Pauline, you're literally being so rude right now.
Hadley, for the last time, it's not always about you.
Ladies, relax. Where's Mary?
I'm here.
Where's Martha?
She's in the bathroom. She's putting on her face.
Hey, Ernest, what are you working on anyways?
It's titled A Movable Feast. It's a memoir about my years in Paris.
Oh, I remember those years. First you proposed to me in Chicago, and then we went to Paris as you worked as a foreign correspondent for Star. You were quite young and handsome. And your friends F. Scott Fitzgerald and Pablo Picasso. It was all so romantic.
It was a good time. I began to love the city and Europe in general when I was an ambulance driver during World War I. There I fell in love with Agnes von Kirchhoffsky. She was the one who got away. I mean, she inspired A Farewell to Arms. She was my muse.
Like, I haven't heard that one before.
True, Mary.
Jeez. And then little John Halley Nicanor Hemingway was born.
Ah, that young whippersnapper. And that wonderful festival of San Fermin in the beautiful Palamonia, Spain. It all helped inspire The Sun Also Rises.
That was my favorite piece of yours. And it was all fun and games until she came along.
Don't be so dramatic. He's gonna leave you anyways.
Oh, no, he wasn't. He loved me.
Keep telling yourself that.
Lays, relax. That happened years ago.
Pauline thinks she's so much better than me. Like, I was the first wife. Get over yourself. Like, I'm so annoyed right now. You'll always be the second wife.
Hadley seems to forget that Ernest dumped her for me. Then we came back together and lived in sunny Key West with Patrick, our pride and joy.
Ah, yes, the 30s were filled with deep-sea fishing, bullfighting in Spain, and the hunting in Africa. The adventure and the excitement.
Until you went to Spanish Civil War and met her.
Happens every time.
Ladies, don't be mean to Martha when she isn't here. But being a war correspondent was exciting, being on the front line. I always wanted to be a war hero, but the closest thing I got to was being an ambulance driver or a war correspondent during the wars. But when I returned to America, I stretched the truth a little bit about my duties in the wars, and I made sure to convince people that I was a real war hero. It also helped me gather materials for Whom the Bell Tolls.
Wasn't that one nominated for the Pulitzer Prize?
It was. For Whom the Bell Tolls is about Robert Jordan, an American who works behind enemy lines with the Spanish guerrilla forces in the Spanish Civil Wars. But that's not important. What is important were the fish I caught in Havana. I mean, wow, those are the best times of my life. And any time spent outdoors in nature is time well spent. And it all started with my father teaching me how to hunt and fish up at our old cabin in Michigan.
I think you love the outdoors more than any of us. Like, seriously.
Yeah,
true.
I don't know about that one, but I did love being on the front lines of the war during D-Day. It was exciting.
And that's where you met Mary, who surprisingly you haven't left yet.
Only time will tell.
Hey, I'm just trying to hold on to him as long as I can. I mean, he is the winner of the Pulitzer Prize.
Now, which work was that for again?
Old Man in the Sea.
In my opinion, that was long overdue.
Oh, I agree. You are very talented, but it's not like I'm an expert or anything.
He is the master of the one true sentence.
Well, you should have minimalistic style and never expose everything in the first story, but rather let it be visible under the surface and let it shine through.
Well, that style has been working pretty well for you so far.
It did help you win the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1954.
Writing at its best is a lonely life. Organizations for writers help palliate the writer's loneliness, but I doubt if they improve his writings. He grows in public stature as he sheds his loneliness, and often his work deteriorates. For he does his work alone, and if he's good enough writer, he must face eternity or the lack of it every day.
But you've always loved writing. I mean, right after graduation you worked for Kansas City Star, and that's where you learned your simplistic style and use of declarative sentences.
Maybe so, but what's the point of anything anymore? I'm done with everything. I just want to move away to a quiet place, maybe somewhere like Idaho, finish this story and retire in peace.